All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Blade and Foggy. This game taking place here on Tide Hunters. On the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have Blade spawning under the name Unique as the Red Human. He will be going up against Foggy, who is spawned as the Blue Night Elf on the top left-hand side of the map, opening up with an Altar of Elders, Moonwell, and also this Ancient of War down across here. No big surprises. And, well, the talk of the town is going to be, well, the types of heroes that will be chosen straight out of the gates. It feels like Warcraft 3 has gotten a new bit of life as the meta is still stabilizing, and that's what we want in a good real-time strategy game. We want the meta to like the best strategies to really come up to the top, but we don't want the best strategies to really just constantly look like each other. We want some variations in there as well. And we have been seeing those variations as we are going to be going into an Archmage versus a Warden matchup. All right. Warden matchup coming across from Foggy. Warden, we know, is a very, very powerful hero. Fan of Knives is probably what made is the stuff of nightmares for peasants, as the fan of knives have sliced down and brought down many, many peasants before. For a warden who is really supposed to be a prison guard, I want to know what the peasants did in maybe in their past lives to warrant such brutal, um, brutal, brutal treatment by, you know, by that warden. Anyways, coming back across here, Wisp now going to be coming up across the map. In a few years, W3 champion will probably handle balance as well. Well, having access to all of the races and being able to change the underlying like attack rates and all of that would be that would be quite an endeavor even for W3 champions. But they are researching more and learning more and more about that game. At some point, would players just be like, you know what, we're going to create maps and we are going to create races within the map, right? And in this map, and with this balance, these are the stats that and these are the things that are dropped to keep things a little bit more balanced. Maybe they can do that. All right. I mean, if someone can cheat using plain maps, I guess then you would have to play it not as a melee game, but as like a custom map, right? That would be the difference. All right, Forest Troll Berserker going to easily get taken down right here. Archmage going to clean things up. He does pick up Devotion Aura, a little bit of extra armor, and now Claws of Attack +5. Coming back around, Warden sitting at level 2, going for no abilities as of yet. No Shadow Strike, no Fan of Knives, no Blink, even though he is at level 2. Lightning Shield onto that Archer. Archer just going to stand amongst all of those units and continue to fight away, deal quite a bit of damage to that back line. We're looking at 29 supply coming in from Blade, going up against, well, 23 supply coming in from Foggy. Tech to tier 2 just now started for Foggy, a little bit behind Blades. Actually, a bit surprised by that, as the Blacksmith also coming in. So, well, Foggy has a smaller army and was slower to the tech to tier 2. It's not as though, well, he did have a little bit more Moonwells down, as the Warden now going to go ahead and blink on inside, perhaps try to get some Fan of Knives damage here. All right, just damage coming across. There's Fan of Knives going across multiple units. Peasants are going to try to run on inside. Scroll of Town Portal trying to retreat back as we are looking. Nope, not a Scroll of Town Portal. Warden, Dust of Appearance trying to go after some of those peons now. There's a Fan of Knives as we're looking at damage really starting to add up. All right, that Arcane Tower was not done enough. And here's the problem for Blade now. Blade recognizes that he is low on lumber. He lost a couple of peasants. We'll have to transfer some peasants from lumber to gold, and now getting that improved lumber harvesting. The requirement to having to go to tier 2 being removed. Really nice, allowing human players a way to well, continue to get more lumber, even though and well, aside from trying to train up more peasants. Archmage going to try and engage here. Well, a lot of archers going to get in some damage. No Shadow Strike. Phantom Knives finding that one poor footman, and that footman may not be able to make its way back out here, as we do see Blink on this Warden. Another Phantom Knives could be in store as well. There goes another Phantom Knives, and now the remaining footmen also look to be very low on hit points as well. All right, trying to finish off another hit point again. Another unit going to get taken down, as another footman going to get taken out here. Oh, that alchemist perhaps wanting to get some healing wave across all of his footmen, but Blade losing pretty much every single footman already at this point and stage in the game. That was just absolutely a nasty play right there. The Phantom Knives finding their targets so easily, and well, taking down one footman, and while also depleting the health of the remaining footman and allowing the archers to just clean up that damage. 23 supply compared to 27 now, as the archers are now looking to retreat back. Warden has taken quite a bit of damage, acid bomb damage over time, but trying to attack Night Elf at night with only 2 heroes, that is not going to be altogether that great of a strategy. The archers still continuing to heal up as well. Units trying to move back around. Warden going to go ahead and re-engage. Another acid bomb going onto the Warden, as a Naga Sea Witch picked up by Foggy in order to put pressure. Moon Oil, Potion of Healing picked up by that Ancient of Wonders, as we're still looking at more damage again here. All right, Warden going to try to get in front here. Going to go ahead and continue to engage. Cold arrows going down against that Alchemist. And Alchemist could have a very bad day indeed. There goes another acid bomb. We could be looking at a Phantom Knives. And there it goes once more. Warden able to blink back again. And a Blade is just, well, not considering the amount of experience that he's giving to his opponent. But Daybreak is coming soon. Solo Warden, such a nasty, scary hero. Picking up the Naga Sea Witch, that perhaps was not Foggy's original plan or strategy, but recognized that as the right choice, considering that the Alchemist and the Archmage were already putting in so much pressure by themselves. Picking up that a second hero from the tavern, quickly, well, balanced out the game, as we're now looking at 36 supply compared to 33. Foggy once more falling behind, but he does feel have a commanding lead at this stage in the game now. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle now trying to go after those last units. Level 4 now on the Warden, picking up a Potion of Greater Mana. If that Warden well, kills another 3 to 5 units from Phantom Knives in that next battle, that Potion of Greater Mana will most likely have been one of the main reasons for that. Militia now being brought over. Possible tower attempt coming in from Blade, as we are looking at the Scout Tower now trying to get added in. Warden going to be making its way back over here, trying to get a Phantom Knives. Does get a Phantom Knives off, and now needs to, well, heal up from those Moonwells. The Moonwells are pretty bone barren dry, as the Naga Sea Witch does get up to level 2. Another Phantom Knives being used once more, as arrows find the back of that peasant there. No more peasants to even try and build the targets, as we now see rejuvenation onto that Warden. That Warden is going to be absolutely scary now, as the hit points are just going to end up, well, there's a denial right there, as the Warden is just going to be able to fight its way through. Scout Tower quickly going to get taken down, as there's no reason for that to stay up, as the Druid of the Claw does want to retreat back, doesn't really want to be in this front line spot, as the archers are taking quite a bit of damage. The riflemen with their long range right now making a very big difference. The archers only having a range of 500, and that's the difference. The no bow upgrades for those archers, so the riflemen are able to attack in peace, while the archers are constantly walking into damage before they're able to get off a single shot. All right, one Ancient of War now taken down, as we're looking at the Scout Towers trying to be placed in as well. Production buildings are going to be transitioning into those Ancient of Lores, though, as the Archmage with that, well, Devotion Aura and a Priest should be able to get in a lot of healing. All right, new Ancient of War coming in from the side as well. The Archmage only sitting at level 3 with level 1 Brilliance Aura, a major reason why these Priests are all low on mana, and the retreat is underway. Alright, Archmage really wants to get to level 4 here. Warden sitting at level 4. Level 2, Blink, a little bit faster engagement here. There goes a fan of knives, and I believe the Alchemist was still able to pick up the item. Ancient of War now, well, gonna go ahead and root itself, get that fortified armor again, as the Archmage, unsure of, well, what this follow-up play looks like. Crota, do you think people would pick Paladin as first or second hero more often if Devotion Aura gave 10% damage reduction against spell damage? Um, it, I see. One of the things about Devotion Aura that does it it's great. It's great while your units are taking damage and not so great otherwise, right? Like so and you don't really want your riflemen or a lot of this army to be taking damage. I actually think if you gave like if if you gave what if you change the armor from what 1.5 to 2 and then or like it's weird set of numbers right now. I think if you actually gave movement speed to the paladin similar to how the Death Knight has movement speed, have it like be 2 tier, right? It's like unholy aura is useful while your while your units have taken damage or while moving. Um, right? It's just really useful. If the paladin had like say the same tier movement speed, 7.5 or 7.5%, 15%, 22.5% movement speed increase, I think you would see a lot more paladin first. But then again, like I don't know how that would actually affect the balance. To say that human is the slow race actually like I would usually think of like in terms of balance the big strong race is generally slower, but the big strong race is orc, and orc is known for some really nasty hit and run tactics with raiders and snare, and the fact that their slow effects are physical, meaning that they can't easily be dispelled. Why balance talk in the middle of an action-packed game? Well, right, so far, we're just looking at this little back and forth action here, and, well, it's still nice. It's still nice to talk. Once the Archmage gets to level 4, and the Sorceresses are perhaps able to actually execute slow, but so far, it feels like Foggy is just right around the corner of being able to land down a couple of quick fan of knives. Bears are already now in bear form. Archers still sitting on that 500 range as the riflemen are going to try to poke their way through. Sorceress slow isn't nearly as effective as it's so easily dispelled. Archmage easily gonna get up to level 2. Brilliance Aura here as the Alchemist now gonna try to back up. Alchemist really wants some additional armor as a bear gonna get taken down here. Rifleman getting backed up as the Archmage now looking to back up here. Warden fan of knives is gonna be used once more. No, it is not. Blade gets up to 52 supplied. Foggy at 45.
Forces are under attack.
Archmage, Alchemist, level 4, level 2. Rifleman looking to engage here. Sorceresses sitting at adept training. Same thing with the priest. We are not going into castle. So without castle, we're not going to see polymorph or anything like that. Wait, was there a denial there? I saw like a gray exclamation point. So was there actually denial? All right, coming back across here, level 3 now on that Naga Sea Witch unit is trying to back away. Little bit of slow damage coming in from the snare casters and that poison as the riflemen are now in that front line. All right, Fork Lightning, Staff of Preservation, saving one bear already. Fan of Knives coming back across. One bear gets taken down. Another bear could get taken down here as well. And without the Mountain King's Thunderclap to act as a little bit of protection, it seems as though the riflemen are a bit more exposed. Blade, however, continuing to fight back here, looking to try and heal up those units with the Fork Lightning, able to, well, really push that damage as the Naga Sea Witch also with some cold arrows doing quite, or Orb of Venom doing quite a bit of damage across multiple units as well, trying to spread out that damage. Archers now trying to retreat back. Foggy down to 46 supply compared to Blade's 50 over 72. May be able to take down that Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch gets taken down, and the Warden, well, using a Scroll of Town Portal, will it be able to save any more units? And a great fight by Blade there, taking down the level 3 Naga Sea Witch. Archmage now inching that much closer to level 5, and the Alchemist now sitting with level 2 healing spray can really prolong this fight that much more. All right, Wisp being brought back over. Mass detonations are in order. Slow being thrown down onto the Warden. The Warden does have an Ankh of Reincarnation. Water Elemental quickly going to get abolished away. No, not getting abolished away. Not enough mana, as so much slow has to be constantly dispelled. This is one of those strategies human players have recently, well, caught up on. If you have enough sorceresses out, well, all of a sudden, because they're constantly trying to dispel slow, they don't have the mana to abolish magic, those water elementals. Sorceress now looking to attempt to pull back here once more. More slow being cast there, wasting the time of that Warden as the Warden blinks around back to the other side. Warden now up to level 5, maximum mana. What are we going to see? A level 3 Phantom Knife, Staff of Preservation, Ankh of Reincarnation. Was it transferred over? Yes, it was. Warden perhaps should be using Phantom Knives right here. Not quite sure why it isn't. Going to continue to fight here. Naga Sea Witch now trying to back away. What is the Warden doing? The Warden has had plenty of opportunities to just start to rack up damage as the Alchemist is now low. All right, Warden now looking to back up again, and Foggy making some questionable choices as Blade is now taking a massive supply advantage in this fight. Naga Sea Witch continuing the fight here. There we go. Finally seeing a Warden with that fan of trying to finish off more of those units, continuing the Warden needs a little bit more time for that cooldown on that Fan of Knives again, and this is where attrition really makes a difference. You wanted to be able to get some damage onto those units earlier on so that the Fan of Knives finally finishes off the unit. That's just not what we're seeing here, as well. We're going to see a blink Fan of Knives finishing off another Rifleman once more. Warden could be in a little bit of trouble. No Staff of Preservation on the Naga Sea Witch. I would have imagined the Staff of Preservation would have gone to the Naga Sea Witch so that the Warden could have been Staff of Preservation out of that location, back home, and then just slowly add up that damage that way. Hello, Chicago. Slow having a dramatic effect in this fight, allowing Blade to take the victory here over Foggy. Hope you guys enjoyed something. Hope you guys learned something, and stay tuned for more WarCraft 3.